Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Trevor16 Shooter, and this is a quick shot of news today. We are going to be it's all things Indiana Jones, man. I don't even know if I'm going to get to this Dune figure. We'll try to talk about it a little bit. Let me see who we got in here. We got Sir Thygar, RG. What's up, Art? Cloud. What's up, Cloud? Lenny. What's going on? Yeah, Hot Toys. It's on there, Lenny. It's on the new thumbnail. But I just didn't change the title. I put this up yesterday in hopes that I could get some more people in here. And that's what, screwed me because, of course, Hot Toys decided to jump on something at 3 o'clock in the morning. And, didn't have it in the thumbnail. So there you go. I always got to wait till probably the morning of to put these up. So it's going to be kind of a tight window of opportunity. Got to look for them. Got to have it up there and hit that bell. All right, let's take a quick look. Before this, we're looking at this stream, and here we go. I guess we're starting up. I will check back with this. There's Patrick. Oh, boy. Hopefully nothing weird today. No weird whips or anything like that, but we'll see. We'll see what's happening over here. I'll jump back if they start showing some stuff. But before we get to this, I kind of want to jump on some of this other stuff. So let's take a look at Hot Toys dropping the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny figure today, this morning. Yeah, it's nuts. It's a crazy day, man. Mezco Hot Toys Indiana and Hasbro Indiana Jones all in one day. Crazy. This looks great. I'm really happy with this. Real leather jacket, real leather shoes apparently, and a real leather whip. Now I don't know if the real leather whip has a wire in it. I'm hoping that it's wired. It would be really smart of them to do that if they haven't done that. Jacket looks really good. I mean, really nicely weathered if it's going to come out like that. I think the collar points need to be a little more rounded, but other than that, that's nice. I mean, it looks like the same bag. So if you've got a custom, you'd be able to pick up a good strap. Looks nice too. I wonder if that's leather as well. You'd be able to pick up a new bag for a younger indie, if you've got a custom or something like that. Like I do. I've got a couple of those. He's got his spelunking backpack here, and the hat apparently is attached to the head. It's not removable. It's plastic, which is fine. I don't know when you're going to really need them to have it off. I think it sits really well. It's got rolling eyeballs. They're not very well done there, but they look really good here. I don't know. I guess they look good. It's just kind of the way the lighting's hitting it, I suppose. Looks really nice. I mean, this looks really good. Yeah. Tell me about it, man. Like, well, I'm not abstaining from Hot Toys, but it's a hard thing to resist. Don't know if it's a wired whip or not. We know that it's a leather whip. I'm hoping that they'd have the smarts to wire that thing. I don't know what good. I mean, listen, I have a leather whip made by a great customizer for one of mine, and it doesn't have a wire in it, but he does offer them with wires now. Not when I bought it, but I mean that looks like it's posed, man. So like that's got to be a wired whip, right? I guess so. I guess I really should have looked at this a little closer. I didn't realize there was a picture of him with the whip out. So yeah, that's looking like a wired whip with a leather wrap around it, which is sweet. So there you go. Yeah, that one too. I don't know. I didn't think about it, or maybe I thought that this might be a plastic one, but to included in the shape. But no, I think that's wired, man. That's wired. That's what happens when you get stuff late last minute and you don't have a ton of time to look at it. So you got the tie look. You can take the tie off. Apparently, have the more rugged look. Still wearing those same pants. Same brand pants, same brand shirt. How many years later? I mean, was it 40 years later? Yeah, exactly. I got a couple of custom indies, one of them that I'm still working on. And this is looking really nice. The weathering on this jacket might even, beat the custom one that I have, which isn't weathered yet, but he looks like an old stock having Haskell. Yeah, yeah. But he's our old stuck up, half-witted, scruffy looking nerf herder, right? Right? Yeah. This looks really nice. I'm gonna personally jump over. They're still talking on the Indiana Jones. They haven't shown anything on the Hasbro stream yet, so we'll jump over there if they do. Sculpt looks really, really good. Really well done. They do old men sculpts really well. The thing about this one is it looks as if this is a separate head and neck, which is not something they usually do um, with old men sculpts, but it doesn't look like the neck is like the neck part right here is following the line of the chin. So I think this is a separate head and neck. I didn't really look at that closely. I wonder if that shows in the close-ups of the head here. Let me see. That looks like two pieces to me, which would be fantastic. Yeah, that's molded into the body. That neck comes out of there, which I guess you kind of well, yeah, you kind of have to do that because you're going to show some of that neck, right? So that's great. Love that. Wish they do that with all the everything. Wish they did that with the old Han Solo because I think it looks good. I think it looks better. I mean, I think it looks better than the molded neck. It's better for posing. Genuine leather jacket, shoes, and whip. Genuine leather shoes, man. Really, Mike? Really? All right. All right. Are you looking? Would you hold out for a younger one? If I mean, there's a younger. We've got the CGI de-aging technology in this movie, and obviously he's going to be younger in parts of it. I can't imagine that they would pass up an opportunity to put out a more Raiders centric. Yeah, it'll be from this movie most likely, but who knows? Maybe they reissue the the Raiders look. I mean, people are getting the Raiders license. Mezco, we're going to take a look at that. Um, Something maybe. I don't know if they ever show us anything. I'm just going to refresh that page right now, actually, just to see if there's anything up on Mezco. Nothing yet. Um, everybody seems to be getting that, and that's Raiders. The Mezco one is Raiders, so that's out there. So they already have the license. Hopefully they have the likeness. We don't know what's going on with like young Harrison Ford, but I mean, it's other people have been doing them, so I would imagine that Hot Toys could put this out. LED light up flashlight. That's pretty cool. I dig that. Um, yeah, this is nice. This is a nice set. So this isn't the DX. I guess I opened up the standard version. Let me go down to the DX version if they have it here. So here's the DX with the stand. I don't know if there's any other differences between these besides the stand, but the stand is nice. I only wish that it kind of didn't have this label on it. I would have liked to have used this, but you can turn it. They do show it turned around. I don't know. I guess you could use it turn around. Doesn't look that much different. Let's see if we can find some more pictures of that. Yeah, there you go. So you could turn it around. But that's a total Temple of Doom look too, right? With the broken rope bridge and stuff. You could totally use that for a Temple of Doom figure. Yeah, let me know, Mike, if you'd pick up a younger one. Yeah, they'll redo India. I believe they'll redo India. I believe it'll be a DX too. Because how can you have it without all the accessories, without the stand that the idol is on, and other stuff, maybe some snakes or something like that. The stand is a space hog, but it looks good, and I'm going to use that for photos for sure. That is going to be a photography piece right there for not just this, but probably other things as well. So I'm definitely going in on the DX for this one. They've got time to dial in the likeness. Okay, that's terrible. And I think the likeness is there, man. I mean, unless you're talking about the young one. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, hopefully they'll have to redo that sculpt. That sculpt is very old and it wasn't very good. And they're nailing sculpts. And how about rolling eyeballs? Young Indiana Jones from Raiders or Temple of Doom or all three, man. There is no other movies, right? Yeah, this looks cool. So I think it's 270 and three. I knew what the prices were. I forgot, but I think the 270 is the standard one. So this is probably like a three 100 or something like that, in that range. This is interesting. Little stand that goes around the bottom of the leg, like a waist grabber, but it's just for the ankle. See how that holds up. I don't know. That looks a little shaky, but I mean, if this thing can be buried in there pretty deeply, and solidly, and I like you can cover it up with a rock if you don't want to use that. So, that could be an interesting thing. Sans magnets like InArt is doing. We just jump over to Hasbro. They're still just talking. There's just nothing on the table, and the three of them are just still just talking. I don't know what they're talking about, but they are not showing anything yet. So we'll stick with this for a minute. Yeah, so you get a lot for this. And I think this is maybe 320. Does anybody know? Is anybody putting this in the? No. Younger would be much more tempting, but I decided last night to jump on Motu Mondo. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot, man. That's a deep hole too, man. You're going to go backwards and get some of those because those are way up there at this point. But that Skeletor looks great. I'm supremely glad that I'm not a Masters of the Universe fan because I was almost all over those anyway because it looks so good. What's up, Barrick? How's it going, man? They just showed a bunch. All right, we'll jump over there. I'll share this and see if can we back up? Oh, okay. I guess I'm behind. Okay, so we got product recap. Don't care about the recap. Had that. Okay, what is this? Oh God, not the whip. Not the whip. Okay, short round with some soft goods. I hate when this doesn't line up with. Oh, that's what's his name? God, I should know his name. Okay, Last Crusade. Yeah, all right. Looks good. All right, Last Crusade. Okay, yep, there it is. What else we got? Dr. Elsa Schneider. Okay. All right. Deep on some characters here, which is cool. That's good. What is this? Oh, she's got a different head. Okay, I thought that was like a Build-A-Figure or something like that. Grail Knight. There you go. That's cool. That's going to be nice. Not going to be in scale with Mythic Legions, but we already have kind of our Grail Knight looking figure coming anyway in Sir Enoch. Show one what? Mafex to show. Oh, they're Indy? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's usually SHF and then Mafex or vice versa. So, Templar Knight. Yep. Love a Ghost HasLab. It could be interesting. That could be interesting. All right. I think I'm a little behind, so let me jump and see if I can. This is actually a great way to do it. There's Henry Jones. Let's see this portrait. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Get in there close. Love the bag. The bag's a great accessory just to have anyway, and the umbrella too. Come on, let's see a close-up shot. Let's sculpt. Oh, removable hat. Very nice. Very nice. That looks pretty good. Mr. Connery. We called the dog Indiana. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Eyes are always a little, weak on these. They're very small, but that looks pretty good. That's a pretty good likeness. You can make an old James Bond out of that if you'd like. All right, jumping ahead. Are we done? What we got? Jurgen Voller. Okay. What is the build an artifact? Is that a what is that? Is that the Yeah, I know. I really should just turn that off, right? It's just horrible. Everybody's just hateful, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. I should just embiggen this, I guess. Now, if I put it in theater mode, I won't be able to see anything else. Oh, full screen? There we go. Okay, we can do that. What is the build an artifact? I can't tell what that is. Ronaldo. Good lord. They're really going deep. Are we caught up? I think we're caught up. There we go. Oh, it's the Grail altar. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I dig that. That's cool. I love it. All right. That's nice. All right. That comes together as a nice scene right there. I love that. Hell yeah. This has been a pretty good line, man. I mean, I really have to hand it to them. Like it's Hasbro level, you know what I mean? It is what it is for the price point, but it's been pretty cool. I hate to build a artifact aspect of it, but it does make sense. Henry laying down. Um, yeah, no Mola Ram. They're not going to do Mola Ram. Is that what they said? I don't know. All right, there you go. Pre-order June 29th. That is tomorrow at 1 p.m. And mainline retailers, so everywhere you want. Yeah, this is nice. I like this set. This is cool. I'm probably gonna get. I mean, didn't really want to get all of these, but I really do like. I really like this artifact, and obviously the arc I want to get. So I'm gonna have to jump in on all of these. I think. Um, I just that Mezco isn't gonna go as deep as this, obviously, but it's gonna be tough to. Well, I mean, hopefully you can mix and match. They'll look good enough that you could put the Mezco in with a photo. If you do photography at all. That's just my first mindset is thinking about it in terms of photography. It is a great line. I think. Lucasfilm gave him the axe. Really? Why? What is the point of that? What was the reason? I don't understand that. Because you'd have to give him a heart or something like that as an accessory. I'm not really sure. All right. Oh, Karen Allen. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, you can go check that out later on. Yeah, Karen Allen. She looks good. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm kind of excited to see this movie, but I know I've heard some things about it. But all right, let's jump over back to this. Let's take a look at Mezco Toyz. Let's refresh this. I was just talking to Paige, the toy Paige, who runs the 112 Collective Facebook group. I mean, if he had any insight, I don't think he was going to tell me, or if he did, he was going to tell me to keep it quiet. But I'm checking in to D Amazing, and I'm going back and forth between that and Mezco, and I'm seeing nothing. I don't even think they have any stories up yet. So, I mean, normally their drop is 1 p.m. So I'm expecting 1 p.m. But I mean, are they really going to? Hey, what's up, Alberto? How's it going, man? Yeah, Mez has got to be. This is a great license to get, man. I really, I was hoping for it, but I really didn't quite expect it to happen. Now, I don't know if this is inroads into, oof, dare to dream, a possible Star Wars license of any kind. You know what I mean? I mean, the Mandalorian wouldn't be great because it's an all armored figure. I mean, you'd have cloth underneath there. It'd be kind of cool. Mm, but Star Wars original trilogy, or yeah, even the prequels for some of the figures. But boy, that would be it, man. That would be Black Series and possibly SHF out the door. We'll see, depending on, of course, the sculpts. But man, that would be incredible. Yeah, exactly. Like you got to be there at 1 o'clock. I can't imagine it's just going to be blind, and I really can't imagine that all you're going to get is this picture. I mean, they're going to have some stuff up there. What I'm hoping is that they don't 1 o'clock drop it and you've got to just like put it in your cart and go, at like the old Mezco days where you just had to like you know grab it. It is an exclusive. Could be limited. Obviously, it's going to be limited to some degree, but you put it in your cart, then you figure out what you're getting later on, which I don't really want to do. I'm gonna get it either way. I'm getting it. But I might get two. We'll see. I'm gonna get two. Try and get two just for backup for people who might miss it or something. So yeah, I'm down to, man. This is my key. This is what I want to know. Is how good the Ford likeness is going to be, because this is key to this figure. Obviously, I mean, yes, the soft goods, the way the jacket sits, they've gotten a lot better at doing that kind of stuff with the collars not sticking up and things like that. I think that's going to be fine. It's going to be all about this likeness, and the good thing is we'll get multiple heads. The question is, will they look good enough to make you happy with this figure and not have to go out and buy a third party sculpt and with multiple, the hat without the hat, yada yada. So if the site doesn't crash, yeah, I haven't had that problem. A lot of people have been saying mobile is the way to go. I've always done it on the desktop, and recently I haven't had a problem. But that doesn't mean it hasn't been. It's been a while since I ordered something from Mezco in a limited edition capacity and on the minute it dropped. So, um, what is my favorite 1/12 line to photograph, excluding Mythic Legions? That's a good question. 1/12. I have to say next to that, I'm looking around. I mean, I do like the Mezco Conan stuff. It's more sword and sorcery stuff, but I do like that. But as much as I don't photograph it, I do like photographing Marvel Legends. It all depends on what you mean by 1/12. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom has been great, and I do have those samurai Star Wars figures from Bandai that are really cool figures. Not quite, they're more like 8 inch. They're a little taller, but so maybe not quite authentic 1/12. But I don't know, man. I'm all over the place. I mean, I like different things at different times. So Mythic Legions is obviously my favorite, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yes, Cosmic is out. Yeah, I probably should have put that up in the story, but I figured I'll be talking about that at some point. And we were talking about it on Monday. If you missed the Monday Legions Lounge, it was a lot of fun, man. We had a trivia contest, which went great, and I was amazed at what a few people how they did. It was incredible. But let's see. Thank you, sir. Yeah, me too. Oh, thanks, Cloud. Yeah, thank you. Oops, thought that was somebody else. Cosmic's out. You're Nosferatu. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's a fun shoot. That was a fun shoot. Yeah. Thank you, Brick. Yeah, I saw your show the other day. I appreciate the shout out, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just kind of holding on here. I mean, we can speculate about what we're gonna see here, but I just keep refreshing in the hopes that in an hour and a half you might be able to see things. I think it might drop at noon. You might see some pictures at noon. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the home page and see if there's anything coming out here. I don't want to skip past some pictures that I might want to like, but yeah, I don't really see anything, and I expect that the first place you would see it would be on here. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get. I can't imagine you're not going to give us the idol and the stand that the idol's on. Um, multiple whips. I don't know if they do a wired whip. Well, maybe it's possible. I mean, you could do a plastic wired whip. That might be a little tricky to do with a wire in it, but it's possible. What else do you think that they would come with? Mez is going 150 deluxe. I think so. I think it's probably going to be in that range, 125, 120, maybe even 150. 150. I don't know what else. Well, you're going to get maybe the Ark, probably the Ark. They like to do effects, so maybe you'd get some of the ghosts or something that were sliding around outside there. Maybe you'll get somebody was speculating. I guess we were doing this yesterday on Maz's show. The staff of Ra, and maybe the desert getup that he's wearing. The robes and stuff. I don't know how you'd switch that out, and maybe you could put that over the top of the regular clothes without the jacket or something. I'm not really sure. Um, yeah, you got to have gloved hands. You got to have gloved hands and regular hands. You gotta. I can't imagine that they're not going to do that. Kyle McLaughlin, Paul from. Oh, well, okay. Uh, yeah, from Dune 84. Okay, yeah, I don't know if anybody's going to touch Dune 84, man. I don't know. I think a third party might, but it's real nichey, especially with the new one out. I mean, you never know though. The other things have come out that, I mean, Dune I think is a hard sell to begin with. We can take a look at this Paul Atreides because really nothing's happening on Mezco. But if you've got any thoughts on what you might get with the Mezco Indiana Jones, let me know. But this is Aug Toys, officially licensed. I don't know who Aug Toys is, but it does suspiciously look like Pop Toys, who used to make clothing for a lot of companies and sold some suit sets and things like that. It looks like similar to their logo in the past. It was kind of a paint splat, so who knows? I don't know. Might be, might not be. But this is officially licensed, and I think this looks incredible. I just got their first version of Paul, which is in the military uniform, which I just took a quick look at. It looks great. I've seen some reviews. It looks really, really good. I think the likeness is a lot better on this one. Not a lot better. I think it's better on this one. I think it may just be the hair looking wild. I think it's just a little more natural looking. So, um, really, really like the details on this. This is looking very, very good. And there's a lot of intricacies to this suit, and it looks like they picked the appropriate materials for it. Sculpt, I think the sculpt is fantastic, man. I know they're not doing rolling eyes, but it would be great. Yeah, it's the only thing that you're going to get, that and rooted hair with InArt, who is also doing this. Um, the reviews were positive. Yeah, the military uniform one looks very good. I think the sculpt they hit this even better. Um, I think that they um, yeah. What did you say, Nick? Did you say you didn't think it looked good? Yeah. Yeah, I think the paint looks better on this one than the military one. Yeah, a little bit. It looks a little bit more like it. Yeah, the still suit looks. Are you picking apart the still suit? Because I have not put it side by side, or but it to me, I mean, on the surface, it looks great. You didn't get that effect. That would be cool if they can include that somehow. But I think the still suit looks pretty good, man. I mean, I don't see any flaws in it. Body type looks right. I don't know if they changed it from the first one. The first one, the military one, he seemed a little tall in comparison to some other 1/6 figures, and he's not terribly tall. So that could be an issue. I don't know if they changed that all in here, but I mean the slightness of his body looks appropriate for Timothy Chalamet. It looks good. But yeah, I'm digging this. Three, I think it's three. Well, this is on 1/6 kits. Just go over to 1/6 kits page and see what we got. $43 down. Total price is $253. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I'd heard like it was pushing 3, but $253. That's freaking great, and that's really good, really good. Yeah, I'm loving this. I love Dune, and I'm super happy that we're getting these figures, and they're going deep on these, so it's good. Yeah. Yeah, Gurney looks good too. Yep, absolutely. Oh, yeah, that would have been a cool accessory. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's a miss. You're right. That would have been cool. I mean, we'll see about it. What do you got here, Brick? The robes on top of the still suit look great too. I'm not picking apart the still suit at all. Just the overall impression is my favorite. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're not married to the film looks. Okay, you're just going by like what you pictured from the book, or like what was supposedly described in the book. Yeah, I think they changed a little bit of that. It's been a while since I read the book, but it was great. But I thought they did an amazing job with this movie. I know part two is coming out end of this year. So if Inard does it, they haven't announced it yet. If Inard does it, I'm wondering if they don't do um, a part two version, with some different things. We'll see how much it changes up. I mean, the still suit is a big part of this story. So it's probably going to be a still suit. You know what I mean? Maybe there'll be something different about it, some different accessories. Obviously, you'll get the chance at rooted hair on that. But I got to tell you, like, I am not a big fan of plastic hair, like solid, unless it's a short haired figure. You know what I mean? If it's close cropped, I'm fine with that if it's painted well. This looks like it's really painted nicely. It's not shiny. It doesn't look plasticky. It's got enough of a sheen to feel like hair, but it looks well painted. And I like the way it falls. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is going to be a tough one to have rooted hair, because stuff like this is where rooted hair gets tricky when it's short and you have to style it like this and keep it like that. They'll do a great job, I have no doubt. I've seen it done, not on Paul, but like different figures. But this is a messy, mussed up cut here, so it's going to be tricky with rooted hair. But I might be, I might honestly, I might be happy with the plastic hair, the sculpted hair. To be truthful, it's not bad. Just jumping back to Mezco here, just one more time to check this. Nothing yet. Hasbro, they're still talking to Karen Allen. She looks great. She looks good, Karen, for age. I don't know how old she is, but she looks great. Yeah, worm base or Dio would definitely be an in art thing. These guys seem to be sticking to pretty simple stuff when it comes to the bases. Get to the full, little sand there. That's fine. At least there's no footprints in it that I can tell. There's a little bit, it looks a little bit like shifting sand around there, so I guess you could put the feet in there or something. I don't know. It looks good. Interesting shot of the crotch piece. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Sure somebody's happy about that. I don't know. But yeah, so 250, man. Good price on this thing. So here's the deal. Let's just jump back. They're still talking to Karen Allen, which is cool. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. And John Rhys Davies, he's looking good too. Gimli and Sala. So I don't know if they're. Whoa, okay. Look at that. Nice view. All right. Yeah. I mean, that's it. We're about 11:30. We got a lot in on that one. I'm gonna stop sharing there and come back to the middle. So we'll see. 1 o'clock, man. I assume 1 o'clock for Mezco Indiana Jones. Don't know if the pre-orders are up for the Hot Toys Indy yet. I would imagine those would go up pretty soon. And then, obviously the Hasbro Pulse is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Drop all across, not just Hasbro Pulse, but all across the retailers as well. So go out and grab those. Those look great, man. The Grail Diaz looks great, or Alter, whatever, looks great. So if you're into that, go check that out and pick those up. And a whole lot of indie, man. This is good. I'm really happy about this. Yeah, yeah. I don't generally talk about stuff outside, but that, got to tell you, that looks like great casting. I mean, I'm really, I'm not a huge DC guy. The DC EU left me a little flat. Honestly, there wasn't much I liked about it. I liked Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. I liked the Suicide Squad. I liked Peacemaker, but outside of that, I can't tell you much about it that I really cared for. I haven't seen Flash yet, but by all accounts, it's okay. But yeah, excited to see what James Gunn does with it, and the Superman Lois cast. I forget their names. I'm not good with celebrity names, but they look great. They really. He's a great, I think, Cavill light. I don't know what the hell that means, but he looks good. He looks the part. I can see him in the Superman, the look and feel of Superman. So hopefully it's a little bit of a lighter Superman, a little more towards, the Christopher Reeve Superman, keeping, you know, it's just, I think it's just part of Superman's, I think I was saying on another cast yesterday that part of his weakness, he doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, which makes him kind of a boring character. But part of his weaknesses is his love for humanity and his goodness. You know what I mean? It makes him um, make mistakes or put himself into vulnerability to help other people and really put himself out to do that. And I just didn't get a lot of that from. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched Man of Steel, but it was a lot of throwing people around buildings, destroying Metropolis, and it was just I don't know, dark Superman. I don't know. It doesn't really appeal to me. Dark Batman, sure, but Dark Superman doesn't really do it for me. But we'll see. We'll see what he's got lined up for this. But apparently it's Indiana Jones Day, man. So go out and get your stuff. Go watch the movie. I think that's dropping tomorrow in some theaters and Friday everywhere. So I got to get my tickets and go. Hopefully it's a good enough send off for him. I don't really care if it knocks my socks off or, I realize nothing's going to bring me back to that feeling that I had when I watched the first couple of movies at least in the theaters when I was younger. I don't care as long as it's a good send off for Indy and it's fun to some degree. And by all accounts, it is. There's some. I won't go into. I'm not. I don't know spoilers, but I've just heard some. There's some parts about it that people would have liked done differently, but for the most part, I think everybody said it's just fun. So Cavill, Cavill light is the perfect way to put it. I guess so. Yeah, I mean, he looks a little lighter physically than Cavill, but we'll see how he bulks up by then. But all right, guys, thank you very much for joining me. This was awesome. Lots of stuff that I didn't expect and things to talk about that I didn't expect. But that's why I like to do this. Getting some feedback from you guys. So thanks everybody for joining me. If you could do me a favor and hit the like button before you leave, and just leave a quick comment to say, hey, great show, loved it, buying Indy, getting this one, getting that one, not getting this one, whatever. That helps out. So it'd be great if you could do that. And we will see you next time. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. If I get the Cosmic Legions in the next couple of days, I may just do a live unboxing at some point. Maybe Monday in the place of Legions Lounge, which we're not doing Monday. It's every other Monday. So that's that. I'll see you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks for sticking around. Have a good day.